Hello, how do you do? How is life? The answer I'm probably going to get from you, which I get all the time, is fine, everything is okay. But isn't that the nice answer? The one that is pleasing to the ears? Or is that the right answer? The one that is true to the heart? I'm Leslie Michael Ace, and this is the Untold, where I explore the strategies, the ideas, and the stories that many thought were non-existent, but in reality are unobserved. There are questions we often ask ourselves and that we should ask ourselves, which are: who am I? How should I live? And whom should I become? Many of us ask such questions, and modern life, being what it is, has gone far in providing answers to those questions. Wisdom is now so cheap, so available, and so abundant that it flows over us and to us from diverse sources like social media messages, church sermons, TV programs, seminars, advice from peers, mentors, and well-wishers. Also from mass messages forwarded by well-meaning individuals that really want the best for us. Just to mention this, we all have individual problems which we eternally need to seek solutions to. I call them problems of meaning. Also, by virtue of the fact that we are members of groups, that is, families, churches, jobs, tribes, and a society, we all notice lots of wrongs going on around us. Most of us feel bad for what is happening, and we all wish for a better world. But is that all we can do? Wish or hope? I don't think so. What else can we do to make this world a place worth living? That's the responsibility problem that we need to find answers to. I will embark on the journey to try to make sense of the world and how to make it a place worth living. But how am I going to do that? Let me give you a brief history of this grand project and how I see it. Human beings from the beginning of time till now have evolved in small-scale societies. And to function in these societies, there have been three types of games we continually played. The first and foremost is the game of spirituality and sacredness. Going as far back as we can, we will notice that human beings have been very good at making God or objects or other humans like emperors or animals or nature sacred. We worship them and we give them an ideal image or regard that is reserved for deities. We are still playing that game till now, though it might have taken different labels, but we still do play the game of spirituality. The second game we play is the game of war and team building. To survive in these small-scale societies, as I mentioned, we humans had to fight lots of wars with neighboring tribes, with enemy tribes, and to fight these wars, we had to form teams. These wars have been fought against enemy tribes, animals, dictators, just to name these. But in most recent times, though physical wars seem to have decreased in comparison to ancient times, we still see men actively playing this game. Through football, example is the match of Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Through religion, you see these constant wars of this faith, Catholic versus Baptist, of Pentecostals versus Orthodox, just to name these. We see technology, Samsung versus Apple or Microsoft. We see MTN versus Orange. The last game in the list, but not the least, which is probably the most important, is the truth-seeking game. This game has always been played through time and in diverse form. We saw the Plato, the Socrates, Jesus. It is analogous to what I call the building project, where everyone is a potential brick owner. That is knowledge, the possessor of knowledge. And the brick they possess can be put to good use to help construct this huge tower that we aim at constructing, which is making society better. Others might, in the course of this construction, remove bricks that they deem are unwanted or not necessary in this construction, and that is what generally causes on debates or like disagreements in our society, which is fine. But the end goal is to make sense of the world and to see how we can be fulfilled while here on earth. In hindsight, we'll all agree that we human beings have played the first two games, that is the game of sacredness and spirituality and the game of war and team building. Yeah, we have played that game continually and very well. But when you look at the third game, which is the game of truth seeking, there's a lot that needs to be done. Hence, my focus on the Untold with Ace is to explore these three games generally on a bird's eye, but go deeper on the religious, that's the first game, and the third, which is the truth-seeking game. To play this game effectively, applying three strategies. The first will be interviews I'm going to carry out with experts on diverse topics that I think are worthy of exploration. The second will be conversations with peers, like-minded individuals that are equally embarking on this grand project of building something worth living for or dying for. The short will be short documentaries or long stories, episodes that I do to help my audience or anyone that wants to listen understand a given topic.
Hence, our focus will be to see how we can come up with cold solutions to hot problems, how we can apply these strategies, these ideas, and these stories to our lives, to our families, and to our immediate communities.
Are you up for the journey? If you are, please join me by subscribing to this newly created channel, and together we shall make this world a better place. Don't forget to like the video and give a thoughtful comment that might start a meaningful conversation. I am Ace, your presenter. Thank you very much for listening.